Hi, today we're going to practice solving multi-step equations. Some of them will have one solution, some of them will have no solution, and some of them will have infinitely many solutions. First, we start with our bell work. We're going to distribute 2 times x is 2x. 2 times a minus 4 is a minus 8 equals, let's combine like terms, 6x minus x is 5x plus 7. There's an x on both sides. We don't like that, so we subtract 2x on both sides. I chose the 2 just because it is smaller than 5. You could have chosen to get rid of the 5. That is okay. As long as you follow correct mathematical steps, either choice, you're going to get the same answer in the end. So then we have negative 8 equals 3x plus 7. Subtract 7 on both sides and divide by 3 to get your answer. Fill in the blanks so that the equation will have no solution. Well, I've learned a trick that whatever I put here, I just put the same thing here. Because then I'm going to subtract 2x on both sides. They're both going to disappear, and I'll end up with 5 equals negative 7. And that's no solution. Okay, there are 6 standing whiteboard questions. I'm only going to do 3 of them. Let's combine some like terms. 2x plus 2x is 4x plus 2 equals 4x plus 2. What do you notice? When it's the same thing on both sides, it's going to be infinitely many solutions. But let's say you didn't notice that. So let's keep going. There's an x on both sides. We don't like that. Let's get rid of this positive 4x. The way you get rid of it is by doing a minus 4x on both sides of the equal sign. 4x minus 4x is 0. So you literally write nothing there for x's. You just have a 2. 4x minus 4x is also 0. You don't write anything there. It's just a 2. And now you get 2 equals 2. That is a true fact. But it does not say x equals 2. It says 2 equals 2, which means that any number will work. We call that infinitely many solutions. Okay, here's the next one. 3 times x is 3x. 3 times a minus 1 is a minus 3 equals nothing to simplify on this side. There's an x on both sides. I don't like that. I will choose to get rid of the 2x just because it's smaller, so I like to do that. 3x minus 2x is 1x, which is the same as just x. Minus 3 equals 9. Add 3 to both sides of the equal sign, and x equals 12. Okay, let's do one more. Not that one. This one. One more. Okay, let's distribute. Negative 2 times x is negative 2x. Negative 2 times a positive 1 is a negative 2. Equals, and there's nothing to simplify on this side. Okay, I do have an x on both sides. I don't like that, so I'm going to choose one to get rid of. They're the same, so you can choose whichever one you want. I'll choose this one. The opposite of a negative 2x is a positive 2x on both sides of my equal sign. Negative 2x plus 2x, that's 0. It's nothing, so I just have this negative 2. Equals negative 2x plus 2x is 0. That's nothing, so I just have this 5. Well, this does not say x equals negative 2, and it does not say x equals 5. It says negative 2 equals 5, which is not a true statement. So this has no solution. So then you can see we have a couple more. This one looks like it ends up as a fraction. That's fine. Then you did a Delta math assignment about solutions, solving multi-step equations, and an exit ticket. Okay. Let's distribute. 3 times x is 3x. 3 times a minus 1 is a minus 3. And then we just write plus 4 at the end because it's not in the parentheses. And that equals 3x plus 1. We can combine like terms. A negative 3 plus 4, that is 3x plus 1. And 3x plus 1. What do you notice about the two sides? They're exactly the same, so it's going to be infinitely many solutions. Extend your thinking. Fill in the blanks so the equation has infinite solutions. Well, the x's have to be equal to each other. X, 2x, 3x. Yep, they both have 3 x's, which means whatever I put here, I just got to make sure I put the same thing here so it can be the same amount of numbers. Okay, that was more practice of number of solutions in solving multi-step equations. You got this. Have a great day.